forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, beautiful weather pattern. It continues. Great sleeping weather at night. Beautiful weather during the day that makes you want to take a nap as well. And right in the sweet spot between the air conditioner and the heater. Not needing either right now for the next several days, but that might change a little bit toward the weekend. We'll be pushing 80 for highs, but that's not too terribly bad. So let's take a look at the big picture. As we look at the water vapor imagery, high pressure pretty much in charge in the upper parts of the atmosphere dominating across Texas, Mexico, and much of the Gulf Coast. Nice dry air. Got this northwesterly flow. That's where the cold air is, behind this upper low that's east of Hudson Bay. And back to the west, active jet stream producing weather across portions of California up through the Pacific Northwest at elevation snow. And then with the cold air coming off the relatively warm Great Lakes, some nice snows developing, and it looks like it might be a white Thanksgiving for some folks up across portions of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York. Meanwhile, for us, still enjoying nice clear skies, and that's the way it's going to go. Here's a 6-day loop of Hurricane Iota. When it became a depression, it was just about south of Jamaica. It went from being a depression to a Category 5 hurricane in just 3 days, 72 hours. And you can see it made landfall about 15 miles away from where Hurricane Eta made landfall as a Cat 4 just 2 weeks earlier. So back-to-back Category 4s in Nicaragua. You kind of know what that's like between Delta and Laura here, but not quite as bad as what we've seen down here. And 10 hurricanes this year with rapid intensification cycles. We're seeing more and more of those. They're more pronounced. And why? Well, the oceans have been warmer over the last couple of decades. That's because the atmosphere has been warmer over the past several decades, and all that heat gets trapped in the ocean. And this is where we're seeing. We're not seeing more hurricanes, but we're seeing hurricanes that develop are getting more intense and more quickly this busy season. You can't attribute that to climate change, but it's just been a busy, plain old busy season. But we're seeing climate change getting involved with these rapid intensification cycles, and we're going to see more of that in the future as the Gulf of Mexico remains above normal. The water down here was 2 to 3 degrees above normal, and it has been that way over the last 10 or 15 years. So this is where Tropical Storm Iota sits now in the western portions of Honduras. It's going to be moving into El Salvador and dissipating, so we'll be done with that system, but still producing heavy rain down there. Our weather looking very good in the near term. Some clouds coming in as we head into the weekend, but overall a quiet pattern. Frontal boundary we thought was going to cool us off runs out of gas, but it should set up a little bit of a boundary for showers and thunder showers to develop, especially about the middle part of next week, next Wednesday. So we'll see how that plays out. It looks a little bit more unsettled right around the time of Thanksgiving and the days before and after. Lower 40s tonight, northern portions of Acadiana, mid 40s along the I-10 corridor, and the same along the coast. And then after that cool start, will warm up nicely tomorrow afternoon into the lower 70s. So great sleeping weather ahead. Mid 40s your low tonight. Tomorrow back into the lower 70s. Should be a beautiful day. About 2 or 3 degrees cooler than today. We got up to 75 today after an official morning start at 44 degrees. And as we move into the 10-day forecast, great looking weather continues into the weekend. Next week, a little bit more unsettled. Plenty of 70s in the forecast there, Jim, and overnight lows warming up into the 50s as we get into the weekend. But overall, pretty good looking weather pattern.
And fall-like for sure. All right. Thanks, Rob.